What's up, guys? It is Thursday night, and I am dead exhausted. I had a sales conference this week. I just got out of the gym. I'm sweaty. My shirt smells like sweat. I'm exhausted, but it's Canada Q&A time. I've filmed this about 5 times, and I'm refilming it again now because each time I do it, when I watch it back, I realize how much trouble I'll be in if I actually put that on Facebook because I called too many people out. So we're gonna redo it. 5 questions. Questions come from Facebook, Instant Messenger, Direct Messenger, phone calls, text messages, email, etc., etc., etc. So let's hop into the questions. Number 1 question, first question was, John, how's your campaign going? My campaign is going great, although I don't think I would know if it wasn't. I've never run one that's countywide before, so my assumption is I'm doing everything perfect. We know that can't be right, but I think I'm doing pretty good. I've hit 7,500 doors. I'm going to hit at least another 4,000 before Election Day. I've got some family and friends that are going to work the polls for me, so I'm comfortable with what is happening with the campaign. I feel good overall. I wish I had a little bit more money to do a little more things, but I'm good with where I'm at. Number 2, what's been your biggest obstacle? This is the question that I keep answering, and I keep answering in a way that'll get me in trouble. So let me just leave it with this. When I got into this race, I was really excited to work with everybody. And now that we're coming to a close, I can't wait for Election Day because I can't wait to never have to deal with some of these people again. I won't name any names, just suffice it to say that anytime you put a bunch of type A personalities together, there's going to be conflict. And the problem that we have is, number 1, nobody beats up a Republican better than a Republican. We are great at beating ourselves up. That's why you haven't seen anything negative coming from the left. They don't need to. We do it ourselves. We beat the crap out of each other. And it's ridiculous and it's stupid. And it's all because we have got some people with egos the size of the state of Alaska, and I guess brains the size of a little newt. They just, all they want to do is brag about themselves. And the problem is they go on to Facebook and you guys all fall for it and they go, we just need unity, we need togetherness, we need to work together, blah, 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 blah. They don't mean it. They're the ones that are causing all the damn problems. They're the ones that can't ever shut up. They can't keep their nose out of everyone else's business. They can't stop judging people. They can't stop making threatening phone calls on the backside. They're just ridiculous. So, yeah, man, I mean, look, we're all running for county offices, all right? And some of us are running for local supervisor positions and school boards. We are all just regular people. We're not politicians by trade. We're fathers and mothers. We're aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters and cousins. We're nieces and nephews and friends and followers. We are basic, regular people, just like all of you guys. None of us is a political operative or a political strategist or any of that crap that some of these people are bragging that they are. They're just not. Listen, if no one outside of the state of Pennsylvania knows who the hell you are, guess what? You're not a political operative. You're not a political strategist. You're not a political anything. You're just a Montgomery County-based local candidate for local office. That's it. All right, I'm going to stop because if I go further, I'm going to end up filming this thing again tomorrow and trying to censor myself even more. Question number 3. Do you actually think you can win? Hell yeah, I actually think I can win. Look, I don't do anything if I don't think I can win. I just wouldn't bother doing it. And since I'm paying for 90% of my campaign out of pocket, I am fighting like hell to win. I didn't take very many donations. I took some, very few donations. You can check at the end of the term when we do our campaign finance. I'm paying for the majority of this out of my pocket. I am not doing this to lose. I'm doing this to win. I'm doing this to set a legacy for my children to be proud of. In 25 years, my kids are going to be able to look back in a book and see that their father won an election for a countywide seat and he did great things. That's why I'm running, and that's why I'm going to win. I'm not going to take anything less. What's the biggest problem facing, what's the biggest problem in the Register of Wills office right now? The biggest problem right now is customer service is atrocious, but that's not the problem. The problem is morale. Morale is awful. People don't feel valued. They don't feel trusted. They don't feel believed. They don't feel worth it. They don't feel necessary. And that's a problem because the current register, even though he's been in this office for 12 years, still doesn't show up to work every day. He doesn't let people know that they matter. He doesn't let people know that they're important. He lets his deputies do all the work, and his deputies are just as bad. They're actually awful. From what I understand, they're absolutely awful. So the first thing I'm going to do when I get into office is I'm going to fix that. I'm going to make sure every single person there knows that they are necessary, that they are valued, and that they matter. And I'm going to listen to them, and I'm going to value them every single day. Because without them, the office simply wouldn't run. And the byproduct of that for everybody, for all of you guys, how it affects you, the byproduct of that is when people come into work happier, when people come into work feeling necessary, feeling valued, feeling appreciated, they exude a certain amount of happiness, right? So they're going to give you that much more of themselves. So customer service automatically goes up when you treat people decently. The last question, John, are you going to fire everybody when you get elected? No, I don't believe in doing that. Everyone who has a job right now will have a job when I get elected. Absolutely. That being said, everyone will be on notice immediately. I am going to increase the standards. I will raise production. I'm going to increase the hours. I'm going to increase productivity. I'm going to increase the level of care and service that we give to the community. Now, I'm not going to force people to a crazy amount of overtime. I'm not going to make people work long extended hours. What I am going to do is I'm going to start rotating shifts a little bit more efficiently to make sure that we're covered when we need to be, that we can stay open later when we have to do it, and that we can give better service at the times it's needed. There's no reason, like if you guys saw my video earlier this year, there's no reason to have 12 people on at 3:15 in the afternoon on a Monday in a holiday week. There's no one in the office. It's not necessary. That's wasteful spending. I'm also going to bring up technology and do some of those things. But the point of the matter, will I fire everybody? No. Everybody who has a job now will have a job when I get elected. Whether they can keep that job, well, that's going to be up to them. If they're willing to step up and do better, if they're willing to step up and give more, if they're willing to step up and provide the service that you guys are deserved, then they'll keep their jobs. If they're not willing to do it, then they will not keep their jobs. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Please support me come November 5th. I hope to see you guys at the polls. Thanks for watching. See ya.